Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You're in our Stitchuation room. This is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where you follow me along in my sewing journey, and I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle. Wow, busy morning in the chat already. Great to see everybody. Folks are packing up and getting ready to come to South Texas. Salute. Yeah. Vicky says, packing up the sewing machine for the El Campo rally. Can't wait to see you, Vicky. It's going to be fun, 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 fun. People are coming from all over the country, y'all. It's amazing. Got 3 ladies coming from Wisconsin. I hear there's somebody coming from North Carolina, Kentucky. I know Michelle and her husband are on their way from up near Amarillo. Hello, Frito. Good morning, baby. Hello there. Frito's our little rescue. She has to come in here and say good morning to everybody. There she is. Well, good morning, sweetness. You want your Frito? Frito gets her goldfish. So this is her bucket from Glory. Great to see everybody. Well, hi, South Australia. Nice to see you here, Chris. Hello, baby girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. She gets her goldfish. Is that good stuff? Yes. And a Dave biscuit. Okay, there's your Dave biscuit. Good girl. She gets more biscuits all through the day. I'm telling you. Oh, let me let you guys know the other day on the 75,000. There you go, baby. Good girl. When I went over 75,000 subscribers, the winner chose the clear blue tiles. So the Home Again quilt kit will be up for grabs again on another milestone coming up. So Catherine, she says every time Frito comes up to get her treat, her dog comes up, runs to the TV to say hi. Frito has her own fan club. She gets mail. I know. I got an email this morning that said, thank you for having Frito in your videos. I love animals when I sew. So isn't that funny? I love it. You going to sit there and be a good girl? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, have fun in El Campo. Yes, we plan on it, Erin. We plan on it. Absolutely. I did not get a wink of sleep last night. Last night, my brain was just running through everything that needs to be done yet. So I hope I'm not dead on my feet when I get there tomorrow. Big grocery pickup today. I'll probably have to take my husband's truck instead of my little Explorer to go get all the goodies. Yeah. I got to go get lots of stuff that we're taking with us. We're doing a pork sliders on Friday night, and husbands are invited to that. There was a question about that. So I want to make sure, the drivers know that they're welcome as well. Yeah. You didn't sleep last night either, Bonnie? See, Bonnie's my rally manager. Yeah, there's stuff to do whenever you're doing these kinds of events, right? And you want to run through and make sure everything works. Yeah, you want it to be perfect for everybody. I know, Bonnie. I know, my friend. I know. Well, you and I could have been talking or texting or something. Good thing I had a good book. Keep me going. Do you like my cup? I became a quilter for the money and fame. I saw this cup. I said, I got to get it. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, money and fame. Ha. All right. I had some goodies come in the mail, and you will find links to these in the featured items below in the description box. And the only reason I'm putting them in the description box is because I'll show them to you guys and you'll be like, where'd you get that? I want it, Okay. So because a stitching retreat is on the horizon, Fat Quarter Shop had, this thing is called a Stitchy stand. It's by Be In My Bonnet for Lori Holt. And it's just a little soft, it's got a Velcro. You do this. So it can go wherever you need it. It's just a little soft stand. So you can use it this way if you wanted to put a tablet or something in here. Oh, not a tablet. No. These are sewn pockets. So it's got pockets here on the back side. You can do it like that if you want to. And then it's got a big pocket here on the front. And this goes like this. Do any of you have these? I wanted this because I use it just like my bamboo board that I have back here, right? So this was on their flash sale. They have a flash sale every day at 8 a.m. Monday. I think it's daily. It's every day, including the weekends at 8 a.m. They change whatever's coming up cheap. This was on a flash sale last week. So I got this because I want to take it with me to have it on the table at the retreat. So that's going to be my permanent traveling stand. And I also got this. Sometimes people name things and I'm like, that doesn't tell me what this is. They call this a bitty buddy. It's a collapsible canister to hold your snippets. So that's what this is. I got this, right? So that quarter shop, just a little promotional thing, but I wanted it. So it has a elastic hanger and I'm going to tape that to the table. I have another one that is made out of fabric. The problem with the fabric ones, you have one of those and never used it, Susan? Well, get it out. Oh, you didn't like it. Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you guys a full review. Okay. We'll see how it goes. So this thing is for all the, the thread and all of that. The material it's made out of is like a nylon, so stuff won't stick to it. The fabric ones I have, everything sticks to it. And I have to put a Ziploc bag in there to drop everything in the Ziploc bag, which it works fine. It was a gift from one of my viewers. So they sent one for me and one for Keith. All right. So that's collapsible and that's in there. Also, I'm a needle minder collector. I was getting more stuff to get free shipping. Do you guys ever do that? You'll spend more money to save $4.95 in shipping. What do I use for cut threads when I embroider? Well, that's what I'll use for my cut threads. I'll be embroidering. Yeah. Okay. So I got another needle minder, like I needed another needle minder, but I collect these. So I like them. It was a little retro truck with Halloween. I thought that was cute. It makes me smile. And I have to be fashionable beyond just the sewing t-shirt in El Campo. So these are from Riley Blake. They're called designer leather earrings. These are so cute. So you're going to see me sporting these cute little earrings. So I got this set and I got that set. Looks like quilt blocks. Okay. You cut off a packing pillow and tape it to the edge of your table. Recycle and reuse. Amen. That's right. Then I got these. These would have like applique on them. These sport Lori Holt fabrics. Yeah, real cute. I thought they were adorable. So now I'm styling. I'll be wearing these wherever you see me, right? In person, looking cool. I'll wear them in Houston too. When I go to Houston, that'll be good. Okay. So speaking of Houston, a little bit of a change. So I will not be at the Brother All Brands booth in Houston on Friday in Houston. This is November 1st and 2nd, I believe it is. I have to look over there at my calendar. Yeah, Friday the 1st, 1 p.m. I will be at Loft Supply, the batting place. I'll be at their booth at 1 p.m. if you guys want to come by and say hi. And people who come to visit will get a discount on stuff for Loft Supply. And then Saturday at 1 p.m., I'll be at Yazzie Bags and a discount for folks who come by to say hi, because I'll give you a little coupon if you come by and say hi to me. So, why not spread the wealth around? Spread the wealth around. I think that'll be good. So the Brother booth, they want to focus on demoing the Avenir, the new machine, the whole time. I think for the entire show, and I've never used it, so I'm down with that. Less stress for me for sure. I like that. Yeah. You're going to go to Quilt Festival, Ruth. Excellent. Yeah. Come by and see me. I love to see all my fans, my viewers. I had something I had wanted to show you guys. Let me pull up a new tab. I forgot to show the pictures of the folks who were at All Brands in my class on the second week. Let me click on this. Let me see here. Also got some new fabric in. Keith wanted a grunge for Sculliver, and that came in. Oh, this is so annoying, making me sign in every time. I don't understand. Oh my gosh. For crying out loud. 1711. You know what? Well, I can't do this right now. I'm busy. I'm talking to y'all. It's going to have to wait until Monday. Oh, I don't remember what the code was. Okay. So that we did get in the green grunge fabric. Those pictures are in my iCloud, and I was trying to sign in and then show you guys, but it wouldn't let me. I should have planned that better. So he wanted the Kelly green. I thought a darker green would look better. So I ordered both. And I agree with this choice. It really, there's a lot of greens in Sculliver that lean this way, then lean the darker way. So we will be putting that on the long arm, hopefully today. We'll get Sculliver quilted today. I've got a really good flame pattern. I left my phone somewhere. I thought the flame pattern would look great. Wanted to let you guys know too, Harriet in here, Carpanini. She's the recently retired handy quilter educator. She changed the name of her YouTube channel. It's now Quilting with Harriet. I've been meaning to tell you guys that. So it's Quilting with Harriet. And those of you that had subscribed to her original channel, then you're still seeing it. You're still there. It's no problem. You don't have to resubscribe or anything like that. Everything transferred over. You're not late, Bernadette. You guys, we've got a virtual kitchen. Please wander over there. Hit the thumbs up button on your way in. It looks like an easy button from Staples. And get yourself some coffee and goodies. Okay. Yeah. Wendy says she sees her new name. That's good. Yeah. So no, she and I were chatting, and I told her, because she's interested in making this channel work, and I fully encourage that. It's a great big pool, and there's room for everybody, right? And she is so knowledgeable. So I told her, because I actually paid for a YouTube coach, and you need to make your channel you need to make the title of your channel what your channel's about. Right. So like Minimal Mom, her channel is about minimalism. Okay. So Quilting with Harriet is perfect, and it was available. So now whatever she does on there, she's going to be quilting, and she's taking in quilts for customers. So she has nonstop content to make for you guys. So glad that she's got that going too. I heard my phone. What? I thought I brought it over here. I had notes of other things I wanted to tell you guys too. Just a second. Let me find that phone quickly. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Because I have, let me have this. Yeah. Careful, Frito. Don't let that come down on you. Sorry about that, guys. I hate to leave. Oh, my goodness. So I've got Sculliver in my hands. Let me do this one more time and double check. I've already talked about everything. Okay. I got, there is some rumor going around that the new Mac update might not be compatible with Embrilliance. That is not confirmed, FYI. So, if you control your Mac updates on the new OS, hold off. I don't know. So just FYI. Michelle, you taking quilts for others? Yeah, that's good money, right? I'm too late to join. You were on the road quilting 10 years ago, Kendallin. So here is Sculliver. The thing about this quilt, you cannot tell what it is until you're 10 feet away from it. But this is, see all the greens in this? Okay. So I think he was right that this, and his daughter loves Kelly Green anyway. So I think it's going to work fine. See that? I think it's going to work fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. The other one had too much aqua. It was a darker green. It had too much aqua. Okay. Killian says, Lisa Shaw keeps saying it isn't tested yet on Embrilliance and suggests to not update. Okay. So Killian heard the same rumor. But there's nothing out on the Embrilliance website about that. So just FYI, hold off if you're going to do an update on your OS change. Let me see here for you Mac people. My buddy Katie gave me the heads up on that. And I don't, what is all that? Oh, good grief. Here it is. Let's see. I've got a lot of, update to Sequoia. That's the new OS is Sequoia. Not entirely sure. Okay. Mine's not running on Sequoia. Okay. So Brenda says, great fabric choice. Well, thank you. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know if Keith is reading the comments right now. You did the update. What'd you say? Here it is. Latest update with Sequoia will not work with Embrilliance. Celia says, okay, good. Yeah, you heard it here. I don't know that for a fact. So our viewers are saying, ooh, there's French toast in the kitchen, y'all. All right. You want to see Sculliver? For those of you that are new, my husband made this for his daughter. She's like 42. She loves this kind of stuff. I got to find the straight up, the top. And it's impossible on this thing to see. Yeah, it's impossible to see it. I don't think I can get back far enough and over here in this corner of the room. But I think if I point it to the other corner of the room, let me turn it around like that for you guys. Point it up. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side of the room and show you guys this quilt. This is from Legit Kits. I think this is right. With the pink up here. Is that right? Yeah, is that? Yes. Can you guys see it? That's Sculliver. My husband made that. All right. I think you guys could see that. I hope so. So that's what's going to go on the long arm today. I'm going to finish my granddaughter's quilt that she made, her little panel with the Labrador. That's going to be finished up today. Yeah, it is scary. You can see it good. Yeah, he did a great job on it. I'm very proud of him. So that's a Legit Kit. That's the second or third one he's done. He's ready to get started on the Buck by Legit Kits. He's got that kit and he's ready to get started. So y'all encourage him. Yep. So, okay, I had talked to you guys about Designer Mystery Block of the Month from Fat Quarter Shop, Block 4. I know it's an amazing quilt, isn't it? So here is the block. It is called Token of Love by Chelsea Stratton. And Chelsea Stratton is the Chelsea part of the Sherry and Chelsea. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Sherry, her mom's been in the business for 100 years. Yep. So that's nice. I get their emails. I can't remember. They do their own fabric line. I think the one that they have out right now is Strawberry Lemonade. And it's a beautiful, beautiful line. So that's very good, Chelsea. Great job. Unfinished is 12.5 square. So the fabrics we're going to use in this one are, let me open these up. We've got the dainty little roses on pink. Back up your stuff before updates, just in case. Good advice, Debbie. We've got the cream dots on mint. And then we've got some ditzy cream flowers on red. And this is a directional print, believe it or not. And then the background fabric is the white on cream dot. A quilting life. Thank you, Katie's. Katie, I appreciate that. Yeah. Quilting life. That's right. They have a podcast. If you guys are ever driving, you can listen to their podcast. It's, quilt talk, just like we're doing here. They do a lot of cool stuff over there. Met them at market last year. So here's the block. That's what it looks like. So that looks fairly easy to put together. Not like this beast behind me right here. Y'all, that took me almost all day. And it's not sewn together. It's pieced, but it's not sewn together. Yeah, but it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It is a pretty block. I know. I like that one. Token of love. Very cute. So on Merry Christmas, y'all, and that's these blocks right here. There's Mrs. Santa, the penguin, Santa, and the gingerbread man. On Merry Christmas, I'm going to knock those blocks out next week when we get back from El Campo. What, Alda? Your hubby's in London now? You're getting 3 yards of Liberty fabrics from where you got my pincushion from. Ooh, girl. That fabric was $25 a yard. It's a lot. Yeah, that was at Liberty of London. That was expensive. I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Anyway, so I'm going to be full on. I'm going to knock out Merry Christmas next week. I'm going to start it and just knock those blocks out and get them finished and get that quilt put together. We are leaving for an RV rally, non-sewing related, on the 15th of October. And I want that quilt finished by then. So I just want to let you know, this week I've got El Campo on the brain, obviously, because I didn't sleep last night. And so when we get back, it's nonstop Merry Christmas. I will be getting those blocks out in different pre-recorded videos for you guys. Okay. And if you're just hung up on that reindeer because he bleeds over into 3 parts of the sashing, just, measure out how much space you have to sew it with the sashing. Measure that distance. And I would put all 3 pieces of the sashing on before you get started. That's what I would do. Yeah, I would do that. And then just stitch it on like normal. Harriet says she's one of the few not working on embroidery. Yeah. I'm going to do some sewing this morning while we're here. I'm going to get some of these, this block stitched together. You guys want to watch me sew? Not going to be a very exciting one. You want to see me at the retreat? Well, Patty, I'll be there. You can see me all the time. We're going to have a really good time. Let me get this cord. Oh, you guys, the cords. Okay. Oh, let me ask you too, while we're here, before I get going on this. This block right here, do I put the print to the outside of the corner or the inside of the corner? So you can look at it. Here the print is on the inside and here the print is on the outside. Which one do you guys like? Inside or out? Let me zoom you in so you can see the light's not that good. Let's look at it. Maybe that helps with the light. Inside or outside? Inside, outside, outside. We got choices. Choices. I am not 100% on these blocks right here. I should be, but I'm not. Well, it's the effect. Oh, you guys, I'd have to count. So here's the, so you can see that. Let me put this one to the inside too, and then you can look at top and bottom. I'm kind of leaning outside as well. Yeah, I'm leaning outside. Okay, outside it is, y'all. Yeah. But this was a job yesterday. Big time. Still outside. All righty. Okay. Outside it is. Yeah, I like it. Definitely a job. Thank you, Michelle. I trust Michelle. She long arms for a living. So the only things that I have got together are like these blocks. So those are together. But I've got to get the rest of the, I have the pinwheels ready to stitch, I thought, for the center. I don't know where those went. Why does everything walk away in my sewing room? Does that happen to you guys? I swear there's gremlins. There's gremlins. I had those blocks trimmed up and ready to go for the inside. All right. Well, I'm just going to sew these rows then and just get going and sew those. Okay, to the outside it is. Yep. Oh, good. I don't have to match any points on this. I like that. Do my little 1/4 inch seam. Oh, I need to turn on my iron. Tomorrow is the reveal for all 3 of the center blocks on this quilt. And I have not started the pinwheels yet. So those are going to get done today. Hopefully, I'm picking up my groceries at noon. We're having an ice cream social on Thursday night for everybody to meet and greet. So I got to pick up the ice cream. So much to do. Busy. Love it. I need some glasses. Let's see. This goes like this. There we go. It's like putting a puzzle together, y'all. Who knew when we were little kids that our puzzles were going to make us better quilters? Okay. Now these guys have to go together. Oh, good. They're going different directions. That's good. So when I have seams that are on a 45 already, when I pin them, I just pin them straight. If it's a straight seam, I pin it at a 45. If it's a 45 seam, I pin it straight, opposite. Okay. That turned out beautiful. See? Love it. Love it. And then when I sew it, it doesn't matter which way this goes much at all. I'm going to use my seam roll, Gray Rooster. I'll link to this on Etsy down below. I want to be able to see my points so I know where things are supposed to attach. Yeah, this should go together fairly easily as soon as I find my center pinwheel. Somebody had wanted me to stitch the pinwheel, so I can show you guys how it's done. Well, now look at that. That didn't work out at all. See that? Look how much that's hanging over. That's no good. That's what happens when I don't pin properly. Oh man, y'all look at that. You shouldn't see that hanging up like that. That's terrible. Don't watch me, because I don't know. Bad example. Okay, when I open up my seams, this is a Keith Ripper. This is the necklace version. I just undo the first couple 3 and then place the seam ripper inside with the ball turned down and give it a tension and just give it a push like that. There. All right, let's try it again, shall we? Makes you wonder, how did that happen? Because I know I didn't line it up like that. I know I didn't. You stay where you're so. See, those feed dogs, they will ease that bottom fabric in faster when you're not looking, and you can end up all kind of misaligned just like that. That is not a good join like that. No good. That's why I pin at the end. Much better. There we go. Much better. Right here. That one. It's better down at that corner too. Right there. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. You've done it. It is aggravating, Patty. I know it. You're like, why? Why did you do that? I love piecing, though. It satisfies my OCD nature. I think quilters, we all have a little bit of that, don't we? Definitely. All right. So here's this row. That'll work just like that. I got to figure out how to put this thing together because these, I guess I need to sew here to here because this needs to be a column on the inside there. Yeah, that's so weird. Okay, I'm going to sew these two together first here in the middle. Get a lot done. You got your PQ 1500 a couple of weeks ago and can't seem to get the stitches right. Why not? The bottom thread is very loose. You're not a stitcher, you're an embroiderer, but you want to quilt. Oh, well, the bottom thread is loose. Is that your bobbin? Talking about your bobbin thread? Your tension might not be right. If your bobbin thread is really loose, it may not be pulling up the top. The top isn't pulling it up tight enough. Research some videos on how to adjust tension on sewing machines, and you'll get some pretty good advice. You also might make sure that your bobbin is threaded correctly and your top is threaded correctly as well. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. Like that. That's pretty. Okay, we iron this. Okay, so this is going to go right here. I'll iron this to this, I guess. On these kinds of blocks, y'all, you have got to have them on something laid out so that you can see how it's all got to go together. You got to do that. If the tension of the bobbin is loose, contact your service person. Yeah. Messing with bobbin tension is always tricky. I'll show you. So you want to make sure, right, on this machine anyway, she's got the 1500 just like me. It's coming off the top like this. I can pull it off the top of the bobbin. Okay. And I've got a lot of lint in there. A lot of lint. A lot of lint in there. I'll take this little Q-tip. Gunky. Okay. And then looking at the bobbin case, there's the slot where the thread goes through. You just pull it through that slot up and around. So you're almost pushing the thread backwards. So the thread should pull off toward your right, and then when you go to pull the thread in the bobbin, it should stand up and spin without coming off your hand. That's almost too tight. It shouldn't lay flat, and it shouldn't come up off your hand. So I should be able to pull this thread just like that. That's a good bobbin tension. That's true for this machine and long arms. Oh my word, y'all. Good night. What's in that bobbin race? This needed done. Yeah. Okay. Also, when I get back from El Campo, we're going to do our 5-minute a day declutter and make room for all the junk we're going to buy in Houston. But that's a good way to tell if your bobbin is the right tension. And if you're not sure, if it needs to be adjusted and you're not sure how to do that, look for a video on how to adjust bobbin tension on the PQ 1500 or 1600, either one of them, and follow those instructions. And if you still can't get it right, then run it into a service center, or you can call a local quilt shop and ask them if they have anybody who picks up machines for repair. That's a good way to do that too. Yeah, my bobbin, I didn't have a properly wound bobbin on my long arm yesterday, and it gave me some grief. I had to do some unpicking. I had more drama with this quilt from my granddaughter. Oh my gosh, y'all. I even made a video, but I'm embarrassed to edit it and get it out. I'll tell you what I did. Good night. So I put the backing on the take-up rail, and I got it on there nice and smooth, and everything was beautiful. And then I put the end of the backing on the belly bar, and I got that all on, and everything was great. And threw the quilt on it and started quilting, and realized when I got down near the belly bar, I had not rewound the backing on the belly bar and started up at the top of the backing. I fixed it, but good grief, what a mess. I had to unwind it, right? And then there is a way you can add backing to your quilt when your backing is too short. So I cut off the top of the backing, and then I stitched it on to the bottom of the backing. So it's got a little seam going down the middle. I have too much going on. I know, Mary. I know. It's my own fault. I just was so excited. I was like, oh, this looks so good. And then I got down. I didn't have enough room on the backing. I was like, no. Then drama from a lousily, is that a word? Badly wound bobbin. I had to do some unpicking. And now I get down to the bottom of the quilt. I don't have enough pattern to cover it, but I know how to fix that too. In the automation, I can fix that, no problem. I will make a video on that. I'll put that out next month. If it only went as smooth as my piecing, life would be so much easier, right? So much easier. Yeah, you guys, if you have a machine that's out of warranty, or maybe it has a warranty, but it needs some kind of light service, usually quilt shops will have somebody that they either know who can fix your machine, or they take them in as a service for their customers. And the machine guy comes by, or gal comes by and picks them up and brings them back a week later. So, boy, amen, sister. Long arming is learning all the get around. You know it. You feel like you're always fixing something. Yeah. Any chance they sell pre-wounds for the PQ 1600? You might be able to find them. I don't know. It'd be pre-wound. If anybody's got them, it's going to probably be dime. They've got pre-wound bobbins, and you're looking for the size L. But I bet you they're pre-wound with embroidery thread. I bet you. Instead of like a 60 or 70 weight embroidery thread instead of a 40 weight, like, whatever you're using on top, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, so here's the top. This looks good. I can put that up there. All right, now that's settled with the pattern going to the outside like that. Okay. This is working pretty good. Not bad at all here. You're going to go back to bed? Nice. Gosh, I wish I could do that. So Laura says when her quilt shop closed, the repair guy went mobile. Yes, it is much easier. I have a mobile repair guy who comes to my house. And he started coming because of the 10 needle. I'm not hauling that in for repair. Fortunately, I don't need repair very often at all. But he's a certified brother tech. So brother, that's another reason I'm a brother baby. The brother baby lock, you can find those technicians everywhere pretty much. Brother made it very accessible for technicians to get certified. They go to a school for a week or two, 10 days, I guess, in North Carolina or something like that. It's not crazy expensive. And then they're off and running. So that's why I like them. Okay. All right. I'm not knocking Husqvarna machines, but good luck finding a technician who knows how to work on them. They're far and few between. Sure, I'm not talking to you. Hush. All righty. How do I want to do this one? So this is the inner row here, and then these two will stitch onto the center pinwheel, and then this row. Is that going to work? I think. I can't. Let me see. This is going to be hard to put together. Let's see here. Alrighty. Yeah, if you want to be a repair person, you will have business constantly. And it's really nice because you can set your own schedule. Amy, I would love that. So, you know, and encourage young people. If you've got people, you know, if your kid or your grandkid is one of those kinds that would take the machine apart, a lawnmower apart, put it back together or whatever, they're showing those engineering skills. Absolutely. You know, get them to those little schools. Yeah. Oh, the Avenir is going to talk to Google. Y'all, I'm going to hold off on getting that. It's the release it keeps getting pushed back. Okay. So I think this is going to work fine. Okay. I'm going to sew this row and this row, and then this row can be attached to here, and this row can be attached to here, or column, sorry. And then these two, I think in columns. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good money. We've got an AC guy here, and he works with the schools. He's got a huge company in San Antonio, and he works with don't do both, columns or rows. I know. He works with let me see. You're saying don't do both. Oh, that's going to go outside as like a little frame. I think that'll work. Yeah. Columns or rows, don't do both. Well, okay. So I just did a couple of rows. So I just did this row and this row. See, I am doing both here. So I could do that. All right, I'll follow your advice. No, you're right. See, I already did those sewing together too. Oh, y'all, it's puzzles. It's puzzles. I'm looking at the clock like a kid in class. Let's see. I don't want to do this. So those can go on. I'm working on the center. So these rows can go on at the end. I'm just putting the center together now. Right? Where's the lady who needs help with her machine? You're quite handy. Fran is offering. If you want to reach out to Fran, you can put the @ symbol and then type Fran, and it ought to pop up in her. You should see it. What do I look at when trying to decide columns or rows? I don't know. Turn that last bit around, Betty Boop says. Well, what last bit would that be, my friend? I flipped the centers. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm thinking I can just sew column. This is going to be a column that includes that pinwheel, and then sew the outsides to this, and then sew the top and bottom rows onto that. And I think that'll work. Yep. That'll work. Good. Yeah, you don't want to get yourself in a situation where you got to unpick it, right? Stick with rows. Well, the problem is that I've already sewed some pieces together. It's fine. It'll work. One way or the other, it'll work. Nope, this way. Yeah. So I'm just going to do this center section. and then get it all together. I'll finish it right after we get done here for sure. Then I've got to get block number 3 done so we can talk about them tomorrow. Every Wednesday I have to do a post on it or a video or something because it's a release. I'm looking forward to Snowman Saturdays in January. Now I've got some Saturdays I'm not going to be here, so I'll do a blog post on those. That's for the quilted snowman. That's going to be cute. That's a whole year long. Let's see. Picking over what Keith rippers are for. We don't have any seam rippers on the site right now because the ones Keith had made are going to El Campo. And then, oh, you guys, also Loft Supply is going to be in El Campo Thursday and Friday. They're going to have a little table there. So get your batting then, and they're going to have a special event pricing for my folks. And that way you can take it home in your vehicle. Okay. This is going to go like this. And then Two Chicks is going to have a little table there as well with goodies. And it will, if you forgot stabilizer or you need some thread or something like that, little, maybe some scissors, whatever. So they're going to have a little table there too. So that's cool. What do I want to do? I'm going to do this. So just like yesterday, I am pinning together this seam. I've nested it right in the middle of the sections here, but this is going to be down and I need to hit that point. So I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to right outside of that stitching or right at outside of that V. And so I put the pin through and I'm going to take a little marker and I'm going to mark where that is so that I am not sewing blind. And I can see exactly where my needle needs to hit. And then the rest of these. Okay. So we'll have, that'll be good to have that kind of stuff there. I might buy another roll of batting. Of course, my husband will, oh, we don't have any room. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. Look how shallow that is. That's no good at all. That needs fixed. Pinning, pinning, pinning. Yeah, that's a real shallow seam. And let me fix that. That won't work. These are things, you guys, if you're brand new to quilting, these are indicators that something's going to go wrong. When you see that you don't have that good 1/4 inch seam, don't ignore that. Why don't I have the good 1/4 inch seam? Here's why. See that? Too much green. The red does not go exactly on the point. That's why that did that. So I'm going to fix it. Don't blindly, oh, it'll be fine, because it won't. It won't be fine. Okay. All right. It's down there on the red, but it's not correct on the green. So I'm going to open this up just a little bit back here. And it's really funny because you can have one thing wrong several steps back and not realize what that's going to do. Okay, so here was the problem. I did not have even edges when I stitched that. So I'm going to put those edges together now and get that point correct. There. That's going to work better. And let me fix it. I'm going to start a couple of stitches up in the stitch line, and then holding these together, I'm going to come right down. I sewed over that pin very carefully. There. So if you have a point that's not right, let's see. Okay. Now that point is correct. See that? Just that little bit makes a difference, and it made my seam allowance too small. And with the seam allowance being too small, nothing was going to fit. Where'd my square go? All right, now let me sew my square back on the end of this. I used to just plow ahead and think, oh, it'll be fine. No, it's not fine. And then your block will be all wonky, and you'll be like, well, what happened? And what happened was you have to go back. And then you noticed I did not completely unpick the entire thing. You only need to really go in and fix what's wrong. If you can, it'll be fine. Now let's look at it. Aha! There's my good 1/4 inch seam now. Okay, fixed. Address it at the time, and you'll be happier. Yes. So it's important when you're quilting to just also recognize a problem when you see it, because a lot of times if you don't know what you're looking at, you won't realize that it's going to be a problem. Thank you, Linda. She says good fix. Okay. And let me get this done here. This red one is wanting to hang out from underneath. And it's perfectly fine for you to reach inside and get the one that's offensive hanging out from underneath and fix it on the fly. These are cut on the bias, you guys, so it's fine to do that. I didn't mark that. There we go. Let me finish this seam. Stitch on that point that I marked. I got something hanging out under here. Okay. One to two stitches over that straight seam, and then pull the pin and finish at a good 1/4 inch. Let's see what we got. Oh, that makes me happy, happy, happy. Okay. That one doesn't. I tipped that. I got to fix that. And that one makes me happy right there. That looks good. And that's a good 1/4 inch right there. So to fix that one that is tipped, I went too far inside the seam. So I'm just going to start back kind of halfway into the red, and I'm going to stitch it and make it a more shallow seam, and then stitch it into the middle of that one, and then take my little ripper. You want to cross over the ends a couple of stitches, and that will make sure that it's locked in. And then I'm just going to open this up, and I'm only picking out the wide seam allowance that was the problem that made me tip that, and leaving in the shallow one that should be correct. All right, let's see. There we go. That fixed it. Yep. And it's still a nice straight seam. See? I just got to pick out those loose threads. That's how you do that. This is what I spend my day doing. Yep. Are there any Missouri people in El Campo? I don't know. I don't know who's coming from. I don't remember. You learn so much repairing something you don't like. Yeah, Mary. Because once you get that knowledge under your belt, you're armed, you're ready, and you can fix those things that aren't right. I know so many people get frustrated and they put it down and walk away from it. And all you have to do is go, oh, I can fix that. It just takes a minute. And it's not the end of the world, right? It's good for patience. So this looks great. Now I'm happy with it. All right, you guys, this has been fun. I've enjoyed this. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? I believe. Yes, today is Tuesday the 17th. It's my friend's birthday. I need to text her, tell her happy birthday. So thanks for spending your time with me. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. I appreciate that. Please give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And we will talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.